106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
I'm looking at my wristwatch. It's perfect timing, 9:11 o'clock. She used to live in past, I lived in future. Present was being lost in a red fog, mixing into an abstract kombucha. Educational camp stars broken phone. Maybe you and I were the brightest students of them all. She's given up on future, and I gave up on myself. Shakespeare already wrote that story, and finished it with a dead end. The death of Romeo and Juliet, a boy who got killed by guilt and a girl who chose poison instead. The wisest man of Renaissance, Francis Bacon's Shakespeare, gave up on his Juliet and killed love. I never gave up and I won't. I've seen true light of day. I don't need to believe in God nor in his son. All you need is to believe in yourself, and not because I consider you the brightest star, the sun, not because I said so, but simply because that's how things are, because you are the one, with me or without me. I've always stood for honesty, but it was getting kinda lonely. I've betrayed and gave up one sacred value, and it all ended with me just being corny. Never been a liar. Truth is what I've always used to admire. Till one day, I just got really tired. That was the day I heard the sound of a trumpet and angels crying. When you get close to hell, you begin feeling really cold, because hell is 0 Kelvin. It ain't 200 volt. What a shame and a missed opportunity to call perfect zero a hell one. In hell time stops, a minute lasts eternity. Isn't that ironic, that immortality is the greatest wish of mortal minds? I guess hell truly is Snake's paradise. Yet when the eternity is over, you're presented with one-time offer, to stay dead being an urn covered in dust filled with ashes, or letting your spirit out of the lamp, watching ashes mix into the winter's wind, turning into a blazing firebird, experience your birth after you've sinned. It's very easy to change shape, your past and path. All you gotta understand that you're made out of wax. It means you can be whatever you want. You can even be the light in the darkness. But if you give in to fear and pride, that's how you turn into angel dust and crumble. Look, I've always been a clown trying to find humor in every situation, but I'm not here to play games, nor I'm here to give lectures. You get universities for that, I'll leave that to the bubble-headed experts. I cannot be sold by fame, blinded by illusions of success and glory. I look directly at the sun while others lose themselves to fear till they can't understand even a simple allegory. I choose to act out of love and morals even when I face a furnace or a crematory. My social status and a credit score shouldn't be your concern or worry, nor should be my past, although that's a hell of a story. I'm here to share a message with the ones I care for and love, but I'm not a savior nor prophet. Same as that dude named Jesus. He was but a kid trying to prove others his own importance. Started by harmless magic tricks, trying to impress a crowd by walking in some shallow waters. Tried so hard he turned himself into a shadow, a vessel with no love but countless sons and daughters. Ended up doing black magic, tainted fresh clear water, turned it into red putrid poison. Wine, sangria, maybe even blood, not really important. He kept talking about God, values, love, yet he didn't do any good besides all of his wicked toxic nonsense. When he woke up, he knew he had to purge his sins, so he killed the bad guy, the evil demon growing within. And that made him sane, a saint, and if he didn't, he would be consumed and end up as right hand of Satan. So understand, I'm not an alien, mutant or anything special. I just decided to become best self, true man, and that should be absolutely normal. Yet I end up being the rare 1% of 1%, hated by every side, both left and right, just cause I use my own mind, refusing to participate in all these gamified horrors. 99% slowly freeze, fail to change or grow, never face themselves. They look alive yet they never truly live. I just turned 27, but I'm not a part of any Disney club. Instead of never-ending Neverland, I chose to grow up. Instead of a suspicious shiny gold brick road, I chose to pave my own. Instead of dying, I ascended. I had no map, no boat, no guide, nor help. The road out of Neverland was no highway. It took me through every circle of hell. I was a kid playing knight, but I never followed any rules. I wasn't Templar and didn't belong to any other order. I've always been that one annoying little fuck doing his best, not giving up, creating chaos out of order. And that's when Poincaré comes back with his chaos idea. Good old butterfly effect. That's literally the only thing we have left. Something that creates ripples, a domino effect. Instead of becoming dogs in masks who can't talk or even look at themselves, or marching, protesting, falling for a bait, you're expected to choose either a blue pill or a red one. Well, might as well just swallow both and see what happens. Well, let me tell you, things are really fucked. And I don't know how many boosters people need to take to understand that they're just lab rats, Pavlov's dogs, not even any pets. I'm not here to save the world or break the system. I'm here just to give an example of what it means to stand up for your rights, the ones you care about, and what it means to never give up. I'm not here to prove any points, not to blame or judge others. It's a melting pot and everyone boils in it, numbing down their pain while using or ignoring suffering of their loved ones, hiding their weaknesses and fears, playing cool strong men. In reality, they're too weak to use their own brain. Nothing but that guy rolling boulder up a hill. He doesn't even realize no one cares. They're too busy to conceal same bald spot, lost power, and the lack of will. Everyone has been played and used, breastfed with poison and corrupted. People have been raised and taught to turn against those they care for most. Made to give up on sincere love, dreams, and themselves. Made to carry selfish minds on their back, blindfolded and guided towards someone else's failed life track. Making them follow destructive old way, leading them into dark woods till they forget what light looks like during a day. People have been taught to blame others or their situation, and although I missed the childhood training session, I blame myself instead, which is the same, I just went slightly different direction. Whether you pick a chicken or an egg, both lead to same result. Egg opens up only to reveal a snake. Snake dines on chicken thighs and leaves us a familiar prize. Red poisoned apple from famous Snow White, who paid for it a very hefty price. The gift from trusted authority, the queen, which led Snow White into a coffin. Her home ended up being a good old glass dome. Her prince got imprisoned for not giving up and refusing to be like every other blue gnome. But here's the thing, I'm not a gnome, I'm not defined by any magic genes or genome. I'm not a shell filled with poison or venom. I'm not pretentious prince, I'm not Shakespeare or Bacon. Nothing in name or pseudonym that doesn't stand for anything and ends up killing all meaning. I'm both a sculptor and a piece of clay. I made myself into my own creation. I still make mistakes, I'm not God, and there is no such thing as perfection. But I put clay in fire with my bare hand, and held it there till I no longer could feel pain. That's how clay turned into stone, and why I'll stand even if others will fall. I don't care if I end up forsaken or alone, my life's purpose is not to be known. I'm not an actor from iRobot or I Am Legend. I am my own legend as long as I take right actions in the present. This is a special story, because it's dedicated to a very special person. Although there is nothing genius in it, it's genuine and very straightforward. Now the only thing that's left is to ask few questions. But do not ask me. Ask the person who is looking at you in the mirror. Who am I? Why do I fear what's real? What do I really fear? Why do I choose to be sick when I'm healthy? Why do I let others define me, my present and future, choose what I want, what's good or bad for me? Why do I let others take control that belongs to me and no one else? Why do I keep listening, agreeing and following those who are wrong and who keep acting selfish? Don't let a butterfly morph into a moth. Remember that your limitations are self-imposed and we manifest them into the real world. Don't choose between one evil or lesser one. Create your own choice. If it's sincere, moral and from heart, then you can't be wrong, fail or waste time. Life is very short. Make it special. Make it worthwhile. Embody who you dream to be. Don't be Shakespeare who could never decide what to be and what not to.